Hi guys, welcome to this review for my prime lenses that I have for my Nikon D3400. I have the 35mm prime with the aperture rating of 1.8, and I also have the 50mm prime that also has the aperture rating of 1.8. Now what that means is they will allow you to get that aperture on the lens opened right up, really quite wide. It'll let a lot of light in, it'll give you a really shallow depth of field, which will mean you will get a really nice blurry background to your image. The only difference between these two lenses is that one is actually for the full frame camera, and that's the 50mm, but one is actually for the DX body itself, which is down at the 35mm, which gives you a 50mm equivalent given the crop factor of the Nikon cameras. Both come with their own lens hood. Both are very similarly priced. The 50mm, when I bought it, was £180, and the 35DX one was £150. A very cheap lens that is very good value in terms of the quality of the lens that you get. Both come with their front and rear caps and the hoods, respective hoods, as I said. The only difference is the focal range, which means with the 50 you will need to be a little bit further back from your subject in order to get it in focus, and you will get less of the background in. It's more of it'd be more suited as a portrait specific lens. However, I probably would edge towards preferring this. I know most people would recommend getting a 35, but it depends on what you're interested in taking photos of. For me, I would much rather take photos of people and potentially trying to emphasize that background blur by filling up most of my frame with the subject, and then having a little bit of the background in there and having it all blurry using the 50. However, the 35 is great for if you're indoors and in a tight space where you don't have the room to get all the way back. You can use I find the 35 more useful for that. So again, you've kind of got to consider what is it you're going to be taking photos of and what's going to be most suitable for your particular needs. Both very similar priced, both perform in a very similar way, fast autofocus. They've both got their own wee manual override for the focusing ring at the top there. They also have a switch for controlling between manual, automatic, or simply manual focusing, but as a beginner I just stick with the autofocus feature as it works. I find it works pretty great. I'll put some images up now of some of the things I've managed to capture using these. A lot of people recommend these as the first lens you should get on top of the kit lens, but for me, I don't find me using them nearly as much as a zoom lens. I go out and about a lot more. I might not go out to take a specific photograph, so I do like the versatility of a zoom lens where you have a much wider focal range you can cover and don't have the inconvenience of having to change over lenses every time you want to take a picture. But maybe I didn't do my research and I got this lens, but I do love that shallow depth of field you can get. So here's a picture of my drone, the Mavic Pro, a wee selfie that is me looking quite serious there, but you can see the background is quite blown, quite blurry, quite soft. Again, just a few random snaps around the house trying to show off that background blur you can get. I'm still learning a little bit about this myself, so still a fair way to go. But yeah, you can really emphasize your subject with this particular lens. So there we go, guys. If you have any questions on either of these lenses, please let me know in the comments below. I'll also leave a link to them in the description box if you might be interested in picking one up. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, please hit that like button and consider subscribing.